Marcus Webb finished reviewing the latest treaty drafts, satisfied with the day's progress. As cultural liaison between human and Velani diplomatic corps, his job involved smoothing communication, preventing misunderstandings, facilitating cooperation. He worked closely with Ambassador Lyria Saren, a Velani diplomat known for brilliant negotiation skills and reserved demeanor. They'd collaborated professionally for 6 months. Respectful, cordial, efficient. Nothing more. Or so Marcus told himself, ignoring the way his pulse quickened when she entered a room, the way her luminescent markings, shifting with emotions her face didn't show, fascinated him. After today's particularly successful negotiation session, Lyria approached him as delegates dispersed. "Marcus, a moment." Her voice carried that melodic quality typical of Velani speech. "Of course, Ambassador. I'm staying at the Celestial Grand tonight rather than the embassy. I thought we should celebrate today's success properly, away from diplomatic scrutiny." She paused, those large eyes meeting his. "Would you join me for dinner? Private setting, just conversation." Marcus felt surprise and curiosity mix. "I'd be honored, Ambassador." "Good, 8 o'clock, Suite 2847. Her markings showed something he couldn't quite read before she turned away. At 8 precisely, Marcus arrived at the hotel suite. Lyria answered, transformed from her formal diplomatic attire into something elegant but casual, flowing fabric that complemented her Velani features. "Marcus, thank you for coming." She stepped aside, inviting him in. The suite was luxurious sitting area, dining space, bedroom visible through an open door, intimate, private. Dinner was laid out, human and Velani cuisines both, showing her consideration. They sat, began eating, conversation flowing easily. Without diplomatic protocols constraining them, they talked about everything beyond work, interests, backgrounds, perspectives on life. Marcus watched Lyria relax incrementally. Her formal reserve dropped, showing the person behind the ambassador. She laughed at his stories, shared her own, her markings glowing warm colors. He found himself increasingly drawn to her, not just physically, though that was undeniable, but to her intelligence, her dry humor, the vulnerability she showed away from formal settings. After dinner, Lyria stood, moved to the suite's doors. She engaged the privacy locks, the subtle sound somehow significant in the quiet room. She turned to face Marcus, her markings showing resolve mixed with vulnerability. "Tonight we are together," she said quietly. "Not as diplomat and liaison, not as Velani and human, just us, if you want this." Marcus felt his heart hammer. This wasn't just dinner. She was offering intimacy, connection. Something beyond professional courtesy. "Lyria, I need to understand what you're asking. I'm saying I'm attracted to you. Have been for months. But my position made expressing that impossible until now, away from professional contexts." Her markings showed nervous gold. "I'm offering this night, this connection, if you want it too." Marcus stood slowly. "And if I do, what does that mean for?" "Tomorrow, we return to professional roles. But tonight," she stepped closer, "we can be honest about what we feel. No obligations beyond tonight unless we both choose them, just choice made freely." "You're certain?" "Yes, are you?" Marcus searched her expression, her markings, finding only sincerity and desire and nervous hope. "Yes," he said. "I want this, want you, have wanted this for longer than I should probably admit." Her markings blazed gold, relief, joy, desire. "Then we agree. Tonight we choose each other." What followed was conversation first, establishing boundaries, discussing consent, being explicit about intentions. "This isn't casual for me," Lyria admitted. "I don't do casual well, but I also can't promise forever when our positions are so complicated. I can promise honesty tonight, respect, genuine connection." "That's all I'd ask," Marcus responded. "I want this to be real even if it's just for tonight. Want you to feel safe being yourself." "And you, what do you need?" "Honest communication. If anything feels wrong, we stop. No pressure, No expectations beyond what we both enthusiastically want. They established those boundaries carefully, then let the conversation drift to genuine connection. Lyria shared things she'd never mentioned professionally: her background, her fears about diplomatic work, her loneliness in maintaining formal distance from everyone. Marcus shared his own isolation, the difficulty of being cultural bridge between species while fully belonging to neither. They found common ground in their respective outsider status, in the weight of representation, in the desire for genuine connection beyond duty. When they finally moved toward intimacy, it was natural progression rather than sudden shift, built on trust established through honest conversation, on mutual desire acknowledged openly rather than hidden awkwardly, on respect for boundaries and enthusiastic consent from both. What followed was genuine, tender, passionate, meaningful. Not just physical release but emotional connection, the vulnerability of being truly seen and choosing to be seen anyway. Morning came with soft light filtering through sweet windows. They lay together, quiet, processing what this meant. "What happens now?" Marcus asked. Lyria's markings showed complex emotions. "We return to professional roles. Maintain discretion, but privately, if you're willing, we continue this. See where it leads without forcing definitions." "You want to keep seeing me?" "Yes, if you want the same." Marcus pulled her closer. "I want the same. This wasn't just one night for me either." "Good, then we navigate carefully. Honest with each other, discreet publicly, seeing where this goes." Months passed. Their private relationship deepened while they maintained professional facades. It was complicated. Stolen moments between diplomatic functions, careful communication, managing dual identities. But it worked because they were honest with each other. No games, no assumptions, just continuous dialogue about boundaries, feelings, needs. Their professional work benefited too. Understanding each other personally made diplomatic collaboration even more effective. Eventually, Lyria received assignment back to Velani space, extended diplomatic mission, 6 months minimum. The news hit Marcus hard. They'd known this was possibility, but reality hurt. The night before her departure, they met privately. "I need you to know," Lyria said, her markings showing emotional intensity. "That night at the hotel wasn't just physical release. It was the beginning of something important to me. You're important to me. You're important to me too. I don't know what the future holds. Long-distance relationship across species, across space, it's complicated. But I want to try, if you do." Marcus took her hands. "I want to try. We'll communicate, we'll visit when possible and when you return. If I return, the assignment could become permanent. Then I'll request transfer to Velani space. I'm not losing this because of geography." Her markings blazed gold. "You do that." "For you, yes. This isn't casual for me either, Lyria. It stopped being casual the moment you closed those hotel doors and offered me choice." They spent the night together, tender, bittersweet, promising to navigate the distance. They navigated the distance for a year. Regular communication, occasional visits when schedules aligned, continuous honesty about feelings and challenges. The separation was hard but manageable because they'd built foundation of trust and genuine connection. Then Lyria returned with news. She'd been appointed permanent Velani ambassador to human space, specifically requesting this post to be near Marcus. "I pulled every diplomatic string I had," she admitted. "Convinced my government that my cultural understanding of humans, specifically one human, made me uniquely qualified for permanent posting." Marcus laughed, relief and joy flooding through him. "You manipulated interstellar diplomacy to be near me." "Absolutely, and I'd do it again." Her markings glowed warm. "I love you, Marcus. I want to build something sustainable, not just survive distance." "I love you too." They formalized their relationship publicly, carefully, respecting both diplomatic protocols and personal privacy. Some accepted it. Others questioned whether personal relationships should exist between diplomatic personnel of different species. But Lyria and Marcus had built something real, founded on that night when she'd closed doors and offered him choice, when he'd responded with honest desire and respect. At a reception months later, someone asked how they became a couple. Marcus responded, "She invited me to dinner and made her intentions clear. I made mine clear too." Everything else followed from honest communication and mutual respect. Lyria added, "That night I took a risk, being vulnerable with someone I trusted. Marcus honored that trust. That's the foundation of everything we've built since." They stood together, professional colleagues and personal partners, proof that intimacy approached with consent, honesty, and respect could bridge any divide. What started behind closed hotel doors, private invitation, deliberate choice, vulnerability honored, became lasting partnership. Not because the connection was forbidden or exotic, but because it was honest. Not because they ignored complications, but because they navigated them together. Not because desire alone sustained them, but because desire built on respect, trust, and genuine affection created something worth sustaining. "Tonight we are together," Lyria had said that first night. A year later the truth was simpler. Always we are together.